My trip in 5 minutes. Ecuador. Took advantage of a layover in Miami. Loaded up on fruity drinks. Watched some dancing. Weird tree. Ate some of these. They were good. Rented some bikes and hit up the beach. Took a dip in the ocean before catching some rays. Ate the best sandwich ever. Got some cocktails and a dolce dream. Coolest menu ever. Did a tasting. Lindsay blew out our candle. Poolside breakfast. Spent our last day at the beach. Lindsay made some friends. Walked the boardwalk before saying goodbye. Landed in Guayaquil, Ecuador. Telephone in the bathroom. Got some late night room service. Went to the park. Pet the lizards. Watched them dig. Weird tree. Saw a big church. Hit up the river and walked the Malecon. Climbed 1,000 stairs with Santa before taking in the views. Ate some naranila and texo. Kitty. Drank some cocktails and ate some of this. Tried some squishy fruit. It was weird. Left civilization for our first taste of the rainforest. Went to a cocoa plantation. Tried the raw cocoa. It was okay. Fermented cocoa stinks. Dry cocoa good. Ridiculously good pineapple. Before heading into the Andes. Got some roadside watermelon. Drove through the cloud forest. Breached the top of the clouds. And took in one of the best views of the trip. Soaked in the Andes. Explored the Cajas. Had a fantastic lunch and a beautiful valley. Llamas. Had some moonshine with Santa. Took a short hike. Learned the definition of green before reaching the city of Cuenca. Checked out our room and headed downtown. Chatted on some Galac and Tuto Frido. Listened to some live music. Caught the sunset. Wandered the streets. Had some good coffee. Demolished an Ecuadorian tasting. And took the river walk home. Watched some of this. Some of this. And some of this. Took a garden stroll. They set the table for you everywhere. Lindsay found some fans. Wandered the market. Ate in a greenhouse, inside of a garden, inside of a building, inside of a city. Yummy cheese bread. Went to a meat market. It was smelly. Purchased the guanabana. Ate a guinea pig. Went to a cave bar. Drank an orgasmo. Took in our last view of the city. And headed back into the Andes. Saw my first volcano. Stopped for some more views. A lot. The fedoras are real. Wandered around Chimchi. Boarded a train to the Devil's Nose. Enjoyed a cappuccino overlooking the valley. Watched some dancing. Did some snogging by the river. Purdy. Watched the volcano erupt before arriving in Guajibamba. Stayed in an amazing villa. Saw a cool bush. Enjoyed dinner with some tableside music. Ate some omelets. More mountains. Shared a poncho suizo. Traveled through what felt like Jurassic Park. Marveled at the beauty. Took a sketchy road. Hiked to the bottom of the gorge and reached the Devil's Cauldron. Took the stairs to the bottom and had a bit of a shower. Checked out the rapids. Did some climbing. Then some crawling. Until we were finally behind the waterfall. Had a smooch. Stood on a wobbly bridge. And made the exhausting journey back up. Rewarded ourselves with the best empanadas ever. Headed into the Amazon. Drank some fermented yam milk with the local tribe. Nailed it. Missed it. Sailed on the Amazon to reach our bungalow. Caught our first Amazonian sunset. Walked through the gardens to reach our private hammock. Breathed in the sounds. Boated to our morning hike. Poked a giant spider. Pinched ourselves that we were actually in the Amazon. Ants as big as my thumb. Claimed the jungle in the name of fluff. Weird tree. Whee! Ate these ants. They tasted like lemon. Weird tree. Crossed a sketchy bridge. But finally reached the top. Lindsay got possessed by a demon. Took a dip in the Amazon. Navigated an obstacle course. Enjoyed another view. Weird tree. Soaked up my last view before leaving the jungle. Back through the cloud forest. Through the misty mountains. And the continental divide. Finally arriving in Quito. Back to the market. Drank some special coffee. Partied at fuck yeah. Stood on both sides of the equator. Had a smooch. Comió mora y guanabana. Loitered in the city square. Went to the Church of Gold. They told us no video. We did it anyways. Wandered the Quito streets. Visited a bizarre market that literally went on for days. And shoes in absolutely every direction. Goodbye, old friends. Wish some things would never end. But then again, there's always tomorrow.